The thing ancient humans feared most was probably not one giant monster. It was the moment they could no longer tell where danger was coming from. A dog barking at an empty corner. A cat freezing at a sound you cannot hear. A horse suddenly refusing to walk forward, even though the path looks empty. Animals still react like this today. Not because they are dramatic little actors. They react because their brains are built to survive the unknown. Ancient humans lived inside that unknown every single night. No walls, no police, no flashlight, no strong door to lock, no phone to check what made the sound outside. To them, fear was not entertainment. Fear was a survival tool. And here is the strange part. The thing ancient humans feared most may not have been lions, wolves, snakes, storms, or darkness. It may have been uncertainty. Because the scariest danger is not always the one you can see. Sometimes, it is the one your brain is trying to imagine before it reaches you. First, ancient humans feared the dark because the dark was not empty. You know when your dog stares into a dark hallway like something in there owes it money? That reaction feels silly now, but it is ancient. For early humans, darkness was not just no light. Darkness was a wall. A moving wall filled with sounds. A branch snapped. Grass shifted. Something breathed nearby. In theory, nothing was there. In practice, that was exactly the problem. Ancient humans could not turn on a porch light. They could not close a bedroom door. They could not tell themselves, it is probably just the wind, and feel safe, because sometimes it was not the wind. At night, humans became weaker. Their eyes were not as sharp as many predators. Their speed mattered less. Their tools were harder to use. Their children had to stay close. Their fire had to stay alive. A modern person hears a strange noise at night and feels scared for a few seconds. An ancient human heard a strange noise and had to decide if the entire group should wake up. Ignore it, and danger might get close. Panic every time a leaf moves and nobody sleeps. That is a brutal choice. And this is why darkness was so powerful. Darkness removes information. And when the brain has no information, it starts filling in the blanks. That shape could be a tree. Or it could be a predator. That sound could be a bird. Or it could be something stalking the camp. Most people never notice this, but fear often begins when information disappears. The ancient brain did not need proof. It needed possibilities. And possibilities can be terrifying. Second, ancient humans feared predators because predators were not movie monsters. Most people imagine ancient predators like boss fights. A huge lion, a giant bear, a pack of wolves glowing in the moonlight. But real predators are not usually that polite. They do not announce themselves with theme music. They wait, they watch, they choose the easiest target. You know the type. Like a house cat slowly creeping toward a toy mouse, except the toy mouse is your cousin who walked too far from the fire. Here is where it gets interesting. Ancient humans were not helpless. Together, humans were dangerous. They had fire. They had stones. They had spears. They had teamwork. They had the most dangerous weapon of all, a brain that could plan tomorrow. But alone? A human was not that impressive. No claws. No armor. No night vision. No powerful bite. Just anxiety with legs and a sharpened stick. A predator did not need to be evil. It just needed to be hungry. From the predator's point of view, a tired human was not a hero. It was meat walking badly. That sounds dark. Because it is. Predators taught ancient humans one of the oldest lessons in survival. Stay together or become food. Fear helped with that. Fear made people listen. Fear made them look behind them. Fear made them keep children close to the fire. Fear made them notice when the forest suddenly went quiet. And that silence mattered. When birds stop calling, when insects go quiet, when animals freeze, something may have changed. Your dog still does this. Your cat still does this. Your body still does this. One strange silence, and suddenly everyone becomes a detective. Ancient humans did not watch horror movies. They lived inside one. Third, ancient humans feared small things because small things could destroy a life. A lion is obvious. A snake is worse. Because a snake does not need to roar. It does not need to look impressive. It just needs to be under the wrong rock. This is where ancient fear gets sneaky. Some of the most dangerous things were tiny. Spiders, scorpions, snakes, biting insects, rotten meat, bad water. A small cut that did not heal. Ancient humans did not understand germs the way we do. No microscopes, no antibiotics. No doctor saying, please stop touching that suspicious wound. But they were not stupid. They watched patterns. They noticed that some water made people sick. Some bites changed a normal day into a nightmare. Some food caused pain. Some wounds smelled wrong. Some places were avoided because bad things happened there before. This sounds normal. It isn't. This is how fear became memory. One person gets bitten near a certain rock, and the whole group remembers that rock. One child gets sick after drinking from one pool, and that pool becomes suspicious forever. One strange animal sound before a predator appears, and suddenly that sound is never ignored again. Fear turned experience into survival rules. In practice, fear had to be fast. A sudden movement near the foot? Jump back. A strange smell from food? Do not eat it. A weird crawling thing on the skin? Panic first, identify later. Is it ridiculous when it turns out to be a leaf? Yes. Is your brain embarrassed? No. Your brain is basically saying, I would rather look stupid than die from a suspicious shoelace. And honestly, fair. Fourth, ancient humans feared hunger because hunger was a predator too. Not every monster had teeth. Sometimes the monster was an empty stomach. Watch animals around food. A dog guarding a bowl. Birds fighting over crumbs. A squirrel acting like one nut is a sacred family treasure. Food changes behavior fast. Ancient humans understood this deeply. A full stomach meant warmth, patience, strength, better decisions. An empty stomach changed everything. People moved slower. They argued more. They took bigger risks. They made mistakes. And mistakes in the ancient world were expensive. But there is a catch. Hunger does not attack like a predator. It waits. It drains. It makes strong people weak. It turns calm people into desperate people. A failed hunt was not just disappointing. It was a warning. No tracks. No fruit. No fish. Bad weather. A herd that did not return. Every missing food source asked the same question. How long can we last? Ancient humans had no backup plan hiding in a kitchen cabinet. No grocery store. No canned soup. No delivery driver riding heroically through the Stone Age. So they watched animals closely. Birds could reveal fruit. Tracks could reveal water. Scavengers could reveal a carcass. A herd moving away could mean the land was changing. Animals were not just neighbors. They were clues. Miss the clue, and hunger might find you first. This is why ancient humans probably feared long, quiet periods as much as sudden attacks. A predator might kill one person. Hunger could threaten everyone. And hunger changes the group from the inside. That may be the worst part. Because when food disappears, fear does not stay outside the camp. It enters the people. Fifth, ancient humans may have feared other humans most of all. Now we reach the darkest part. The thing ancient humans feared most may not have been animals. It may have been other humans. This sounds harsh. But think about it. Animals usually attack for food, defense, fear, or territory. Humans can do all of that. Plus revenge, jealousy, status, misunderstanding, panic, very comforting species, great reviews. If a strange group appeared near your camp, everything changed. Were they friendly? Were they hungry? Were they lost? Were they desperate? Did they want your tools? Your fire? Your shelter? Your food? Did they think you were the danger? Nobody knew. And when nobody knows, fear fills in the blanks. Here is where it gets interesting. Humans survived because they cooperated better than almost any animal. They shared food, protected children, taught skills, remembered places, passed down warnings. That was their superpower. But the same intelligence that made humans helpful also made them dangerous. A lion is scary because it is strong. A human is scary because it can plan. A predator may attack because it is hungry. A human may attack because it believes you will attack first. That is not just fear of teeth. That is fear of intention. And intention is hard to read. A stranger can smile. A stranger can hide a weapon. A stranger can offer peace. A stranger can lie. That uncertainty is brutal. And ancient humans were experts at reading tiny signals. A face, a hand movement, a tone of voice, a group standing too quietly, a person getting too close to the fire. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. A lot of modern fear still works this way. We are not just afraid of danger. We are afraid of not knowing what someone wants. That fear is old, very old. So what did ancient humans fear the most? Not one animal, not one shadow, not one storm, not one strange sound in the dark. They feared being unprepared in a world that gave no warning. A rustle in the grass, a silent forest, a missing herd, a snake under a rock, a stranger near the fire. Different dangers, same feeling, the unknown. And that fear never fully left us. It is why we lock doors, why strange noises feel worse at night, why a dog barking at nothing can make an entire room go silent, why your brain can turn a jacket on a chair into a demon at 3 a.m. Deep down, some ancient part of us is still listening, still scanning, still asking the oldest survival question, is something out there? And the darker question is, would you notice it in time? Subscribe for more strange stories about animals, ancient humans, and the survival instincts we still carry today.